everyone, it's Anthony back with another video here on single scissors placing. Single and placing. I still have the scissors in my hands. I'm like, oh, oops. Okay, hi. We're here with another unboxing. I'm super excited. This is kind of, not a part two, but I purchased this kit alongside another one that I had been dying to get my hands on. I ended up getting them both at the same time, and they're both from the same artist. So go back and take a look at Two Spirit by Stephanie Littlebird Fogel if you want a peek at kind of the companion piece to this. But today we're actually going to be talking about Transformation by Stephanie Littlebird Fogel. This is a 52 by 67 square drill canvas. The other one is a 52 by 65, only a couple centimeters off, so I think they'd look really good together, like side by side, if you have the space for that. But yeah, Stephanie Littlebird Fogel is an artist on Distracted by Diamonds, or that's been licensed through Distracted by Diamonds, and I just fell in love with both of these images, Two Spirit and Transformation, and they were on the site together at a certain point, and I was like, I gotta do it, so I just snagged them both. So yeah, let's go ahead and get cracked into this. Steph, she says Steph on Instagram. I'm gonna just say Stephanie just to make sure. I don't know if I'm, if that's like a only if you know me kind of thing. So Stephanie, she does a lot of depictions of Two Spirit, indigenous people, which is a broad term that can encompass a lot of things, but I've been looking into it, and essentially it's a term that kind of represents the LGBTQ community, Q plus community, within the indigenous peoples kind of broader community, and it can mean a bunch of different things. So I encourage you to kind of type in Two Spirit in Google. There's an article that pops up right away that goes into some of the nuances of that term, but I'm not going to dive into it too much because I am not educated enough on the topic as far as how it relates to the indigenous people to, I think, speak on it appropriately. So I kind of want to just focus on the artwork. I will say that, as I crack open this box, sorry, directly from Stephanie's Instagram, I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled until I could find this image to see maybe if she provides some insight on what it means to her. And from Stephanie, this is just directly from her Instagram, this piece represents the spiritual transformation of myself, a change in my perspective and self and daily intention. She says that the more energy that she puts, or that they put, towards depicting indigenous people and Two Spirits specifically in all of their beautiful facets, the more magic and spirit my work contains. So that's kind of a little bit of backstory, or a little bit of kind of the intention behind this artwork and what it means to Stephanie. So I'm super excited to take a look. All right, so inside we've got our drills. Oh my gosh, this color palette. We'll get to those. I'm gonna set them aside for now. We've also got a little storage container. Let me blow my nose, one moment. Okay, sorry about that. I'm over here sniffing and snorting. Distracted by Diamonds has a variety of different items that'll come in their toolkits, just depending on when the kit was produced or a manufacturer used, that type of thing. But you get a little storage container here, a little 5-piece storage container. You're gonna get a couple of sheets of release paper. This is one-sided, so you're only going to want to put this shiny side down on the canvas, but you can use these to place down so you can have somewhere to rest your hands and not get them sticky or cover up exposed pieces of your canvas. So those are nice. And then the toolkit that came in this one is pretty bare bones and pretty straightforward, but it's still everything you need to complete this diamond painting. In here we have our diamond painting tray. There we go. Our wax it fixed to the diamond painting pen, and the pen itself is going to have a single placer on one side and a 4-placer on this side. So really straightforward, no nonsense kit, which is fine by me. Let's see what else we have in here. I think the sticker or the legend's in here, but it's all wound up. So I'm gonna go ahead and unroll this. Distracted by Diamonds uses a poured glue adhesive on their canvases, which means it's pretty flexible. It gives you the ability to kind of maneuver, roll, and flex the canvas. It's also pretty durable. So for the sake of getting this canvas flat, we're gonna roll it backwards on itself. This will help it lay it flat, but over time I've found that Distracted by Diamonds canvases kind of rest nicely on their own. But let's go ahead and take a look. Oh my goober. Oh my goober. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Robin is just amazing at licensing and discovering artists and artwork that is just so unique, and it brings such a so many like interesting and multifaceted subject matters and content and images to the community. It's so nice to see. Like I feel like every time I look at the site, I'm like, it's just like, it's amazing. Anyway, so this is a square drill canvas with 40 colors. No special drills here, but we'll talk about that. We also get a printed legend. So you could turn these into stickers should you decide to do so. More recent Distracted by Diamonds kits do have an actual sticker sheet that you can utilize. This is just a piece of paper that's been printed, but you do have your image, some information about Distracted by Diamonds, and your color codes here. So I don't mind it. I use my sticker sheets just as a walking legend. I don't put them on containers or anything because I label my containers by number. So I'll do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just put a sticker that says 1, so I know to grab 1. So that's kind of how I do it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the drills. I'm going to pause you for just a moment, that way I can open this without too much noise. One moment. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with these colors. They're in no particular order. I'm going to try to arrange them by like color family and grouping, but there's a lot of similar colors here, so we'll see how that turns out for me. All right, 158 is our first one. We've got 211 and 3836, 917, 826, 959, 963, two big old bags of 939. I'll put those up here. 604. Maybe I'll do pinks separate from purples. How about that? 967, a really nice peachy tone. These are all kind of soft colors. 996, I really like this. I'll put that over here. 552, sure, you can go there. 819, 553, 554, 3609, 3727, sure, yeah, sure, 3706, 3804, 3766, you can go here. I'm so bad at this. 3825. I don't even know why I try to like group them. I don't know. 3856. In my head I'm like, it gives you an idea of like what your color palette's gonna look like, but 3824, 3354, 3325, 3607, 3608, 3689. Maybe these were in order. Usually they're not. No, they couldn't have been. Okay, there we go. All right, so two big old bags of 823. Wow, I don't really work with 823 that often. There's a lot. 809, 799, 722. There's a little straggler there, but I'll get to him. 646, our first kind of greenish color. 792. What is this? 155. 813, boop, 718, boop, 518, 519, and 209, our last color. So yeah, as you can see, heavy focus on pinks, purples, kind of those softer colors, even some peachy hues, a little bit of orange, and then a lot of kind of your deeper blues and stuff for, like, I'm assuming the hair, that background color. No 310 in this whatsoever, which is kind of cool. I think this is going to be really neat as it works up. So let me go ahead and clear these out of the way. I want to talk just briefly about enhancements here. This is a square drill canvas. I usually struggle with identifying where to enhance or how to enhance with squares because there's no square sparklers, square shaped sparklers from DP with sparklers. If anyone knows if there is a seller that does square glass drills but in squares, let me know. I don't know if it's possible, if people do it or not, but let me know. Sparklers are just my go-to because I find that they have the most iridescence. They're like heavy, they're just high quality specialty glass drills. I just wish I could find them in a square shape. Someday someone will invent, science will catch up with diamond painting. So for now, because they do have round drills, sparklers for square canvases, are just smaller. I just don't think I'm gonna like the look of having the hard edge of a square up against the round drill. It's not working in my head, and so I don't think I haven't pulled the trigger on trying any of them. Maybe I'll do an order just to experiment, but for now, what I will probably do is do square crystal drills instead, and I'm going to crystal the poop. I'm gonna crystal the heck out of this canvas, that's what I'll say. It's gonna be a while until I get to this, and I'll probably purchase the crystals in small amounts, but I have a feeling, don't quote me on this, I might change my mind as I get closer and closer to wanting to work on this canvas, but I have a feeling I'm gonna replace them all. I'm going to do the entire thing in crystal and just not use any of these drills. So I'll use them to get the color, the DMC code, and the weight, how much I need, because the weight's on here as well, which is very helpful in this instance. But I think I'm going to do the entire thing in crystal. I think it'll look really cool. I think this color palette will allow for it. Maybe I won't do 823 or 939 depending on what the crystals look like, because I feel like those darker, deeper blues, nearly blacks, they might not look that far apart from their crystal brother or sister, their crystal counterpart. I'll have to look, but because there's so many of these, I could see that these colors, since there's so much, these would be the most expensive colors to buy. So maybe I can get away with using those as the regular drills for the deeper pieces, but everything else, my intention is crystal. Crystal the whole darn canvas. I think it'll look really cool. I think this artwork allows for it. I think the style allows for it, and I think it would just come together beautifully. Can you imagine this thing just illuminating with that shine and that sparkle? I don't think I want to go AB, I think I want to go crystal. So I'm going to head over to DP with sparklers probably at some point soon and at least get it priced out, because once again, I might be biting off more than I can chew from a pricing standpoint. If it ends up tripling the cost of this canvas, then I might rethink it and scale back and maybe pick all the pinks or all the purples, or the pinks and the purples, and leave blues and blacks and stuff alone. But oh gosh, wouldn't this look cool if it was just popping off? Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Even if it's more expensive than I want to spend, now that I look at it, I'm like, could you imagine this thing just glistening? Just glistening. So yeah, I'm super excited. I'm going to start looking into some pricing. Let me know what you would do with this canvas, if you'd leave it as is, if you'd fix it up a little bit, or tell me about how you feel about this art style in particular. Is it your cup of tea? For me, I love the artwork style, I love the color palette, and I love what it represents for Stephanie, and what what the image kind of brings to the forefront, brings into the conversation. I will, since I just finished that unboxing, I will show you really quickly Two-Spirit, just so you can see kind of the similarities yet differences. So here we have transformation, it's what we've just been talking about, and then here we have Two-Spirit. So yeah, that canvas is a little bit smaller. I'm wondering if let's see. I'm wondering if the rendering's got to be slightly bigger too. I was wondering if I cut the borders off, if they look a little bit more similar in size, but they're not that far off. I think they'd look fine next to each other, even kind of staggered, like one higher on the wall and one lower, like that. But yeah, there's Two-Spirit, and then there's transformation. So beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, all right, well, let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content with friends, family members, anyone that you think might take some value out of it. Otherwise, happy placing, and we will see you next time. Bye, 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 bye. Love you guys, bye.